Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. The FUT 21 official trailer was just released a few minutes ago, so I thought we could watch that. I would react to it, let you know what I think looks amazing, what maybe looks kind of bleh, what's maybe okay, what I'm not sure about, but you know, I will say 100% for sure, I think I am pretty much done with FIFA 20. It's been a rough couple years for gameplay, so first and foremost, I'm hoping that the gameplay will be cool. I know we always get loads of new features that look awesome, but the main thing is I'm hoping gameplay will be fun. But let's just get right into it. Let's take a look at it and see what is going on with this bad boy here. So we have Félix and Haaland.
More ways to play with your friends.
All right, I'm going to try to pause it a lot, maybe try to get some intel here, see what's going on. But I see here co-op lobby, and I believe they're really going to be pushing co-op play. And from what I've seen, it's only going to be with 2 people. But I almost wish, I've been playing a lot of pro clubs lately, and that's been one of the most fun things in FIFA. I almost wish they would come out with an entire pro clubs ultimate team. Like, I think that would be so much fun, because that's maybe one of the downsides of pro clubs. We started out kind of late on our pro clubs team, so our pros are not very high rated, and we're trying to compete with other ones. But say if we could bring in our Dembeles or our Neymars or something like that, then that would just be so much fun. So I'm maybe hoping that ultimately what will happen is we'll get like a pro clubs version of ultimate team, and you know, that I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe not just one other person, because you know, you come across that in drafts sometimes. Now, I'm not dogging that by any means. I think co-op could be fun, but I will say I'm hoping co-op will only be against other co-op. I don't really like playing 2 players as one. I mean, it's not like you can't beat it or anything, but it's a little frustrating having 2 human control players coming on you from a draft. But it looks like co-op is going to be something that they are really pushing this year. So there you can see a team with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mbappe, and João Félix, and it looks like it's going to be co-op. I see squad battles, rivals, and friendlies, all of that kind of behind me. I would imagine they would not allow any co-op in FUT Champs, but we'll just have to take a look.
A brand new home to make your own and opportunities to...
Okay, here's another thing. We see TeamHaaland versus TeamJoão Félix. And it kind of looks like I could be completely wrong on this, but when I was a little upset with FIFA 20 earlier in the year, I downloaded PES. I did not love it, even for all the problems that FIFA has. I would still say FIFA is a better overall game than PES. But PES had something along those lines, like where you kind of pick between Barca or Real Madrid. I don't know if it's the same completing challenges, but that kind of reminds me of this. And it says like pick a side and compete for exclusive Dortmund and Madrid or Atleti Madrid. So, you know, I don't know. It looks like you can join some sort of team, pick a side, whether you want to be Team Haaland or Team João Félix. So, could be interesting, something different. Like I said, we get all sorts of new features, but I'm curious how that would play out.
Team up with the FUT community. Welcome to the most social FIFA Ultimate Team ever.
Oh.
Yeah, so there again, pushing FUT Co-Op. I feel like that's going to be maybe the #1 new feature. I'm not for sure, but that's what I've seen the most in promotional material. Just really
Want to take on the world with your friends and your ultimate team? Win together and get rewarded together.
Okay, so I see there's a squad battles reward. I believe that would be... I could be wrong. I don't remember a squad battles rewards where you can get a rare players pack. I believe Elite 1 and Squad Battles is 2 rare mega packs, so I don't know exactly what that is. So I don't know if this is just some random screen, but that would be nice to be able to get a rare players packs from Squad Battles. I do feel like Squad Battles needs some rehashing, needs something else there to make that worthwhile again. So, you know, 65,000 coins would be nice. I do not remember. I barely played Squad Battles this year. I used to kind of go for Elite 1 and Squad Battles just to get some extra packs, but... you know, and some extra coins, but that seems like more coins. So if that is the true rewards, that would be nice to get something else from Squad Battles. Now, that could be something on the top 100 that I'm not aware of because I've never played Squad Battles like super competitively or anything. It's just been something extra to get me a little bit of extra rewards, but that would be nice rewards there for doing Squad Battles.
FUT Co-Op.
You know, again, I'm just trying to pause, trying to see like how these screens are laid out. So I see squad battle rewards. So this, if this is the new FUT Hub, that is completely different. Looks a lot different there. It does look pretty sleek. I'll give them credit for that. I do like the aesthetics of that.
Team up with
Yeah, just trying to pause. Okay, here's a co-op lobby, so I don't know if that'll just be a separate section. I'm kind of hoping that'll be just a separate section, like keep co-op play over here and keep single play over here. You know, just have it as separate sections is all I'm really asking on that. I'm happy to see it. I think that could be fun. Just keep it separate.
Friend online and go head-to-head.
Oh, look at that latency. That's the latency I'd love to see. 14 milliseconds and 17 milliseconds. I've been getting 32 has been my best of late, but typically I'm getting 48 to 60, and I have really strong internet. If I could see 14 and 17, I would be in heaven.
Against other duos or solo players in FUT friendlies and
All right, so that looks basically identical, just the division rivals kind of home screen there. Just like, again, I'm just trying to pause it to try to get some sneak peeks at everything.
Rivals. Or play together against AI and squad battles.
That's kind of interesting. Play together against the AI and squad battles. That may be kind of fun to do too.
And earn progress in your individual weekly competitions that reward you for your team.
Okay. So, co-op objectives. That is interesting. Okay. So not only will we have regular objectives, but co-op objectives. So I don't know if that'll just be that one section, you know, like we have daily objectives and maybe there'll be one section for co-op objectives. And, you know, of course things can change, but it's saying 9 days, 19 hours. So I don't know if like every 2 weeks you get new co-op objectives, but it's saying like just play co-op, assistant co-op, and co-op rivals. So, you know, it looks like there will be new co-op objectives. Now, it's hard for me to believe that. It says the group reward is an ultimate pack. That is hard to believe, but who knows? Maybe it will be.
Unite with other.
Okay, FUT events. This is one thing I've been saying since FIFA 18. They need to bring back daily knockout tournaments or something along those lines. I don't know if this is what this will be, but we need more like event styles. And the biggest thing that missed out, we have Champions League licensing now. So I don't understand, how could we not have like a Champions League FUT event? Like that would just be, I mean, I know Weekend League is FUT Champions, but why can't that be just a Champions League, you know, 16 teams enter or something like that, and you grind it out to be the best, or, you know, just have that same sort of format, you know, just some tournaments need to be back. That's always been one of the most fun things to do in FIFA.
Other FUT players around the world with new FUT events. Are you?
All right, so that looks like the same screen from earlier. Again, I'm just trying to pause.
#TeamHaaland or #TeamFélix? Pick a side and compete against the FUT community to unlock packs.
So different rewards. So, okay, so if João Félix starts, you get some XP. João Félix scores, you get XP. A João Félix hat trick, you get XP. Okay, that doesn't really excite me for any of that type of stuff, but who knows?
Coins, club items, or players with new team events. Or work.
I saw that in the bottom right. You guys might have missed it. I don't even want to go back, but it said reward was like an Atletico Madrid tifo. So that's like yippee-doo. So that I don't really care about. But okay, I see right here, community events, win 4 matches. Now, is that going to be a tournament or is that just win 4 matches? You know, I don't know. I don't know exactly how that's going to play out.
Together as a global collective and earn shared rewards by completing objectives in community events.
They're just saying shared rewards by completing community events.
This season, how players pass, save, tackle, and score in the real world really counts in meaningful moments. Bullet headers could increase heading power. Goal-saving tackles lift players tackling, and long-range screamers raise shot power. So when Trent hits a 20-yard perler in the top corner, those free kick stats on his moments item get a boost to reflect.
Oh, that's interesting. So, based on real-world football moments, now they must have a separate card. I don't know if it would just be, I think they said Trent Alexander-Arnold's moments card. So will every player have a moments card that's adjusted for that, or just certain players? But they're saying that if Trent had like a really nice free kick in a real football match, then that would boost his free kick accuracy on his moments card. Now, that could kind of be a cool concept. I've also talked about that. Like, we need more things tied to real-world football. They've started to do some of that, like those matchup cards, like the ones where we had, like, Callejon versus Alexis Sanchez. You know, then you're kind of rooting, oh, do we want Inter to win? Do we want Napoli to win? You know, so it's kind of having cards tied to real-world football moments, I think, is really cool. That could be fun. who knows how it's going to shake out. Now, the problem that you sometimes run into is, for instance, a card like Alan St. Maximin, for example, he had a once-to-watch item, but by the time it got upgraded, he had his FUT birthday card out there, so nobody wants his wants-to-watch card. That was an SBC, all of that. I'm just using that as an example. Nobody wants that moments card or that wants-to-watch card once his FUT birthday card comes out. So if Trent Alexander-Arnold's moments card is an 83, but then he ends up with a team of the group stage Champions League card that's an 89 or a player of the month card like he had, then no one's going to want that moments card. So I'm hoping it will keep up. That's just the only thing that can sometimes happen with those. I like the idea, though. We'll see how that plays out.
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, yes!
When you're ready for a match, compete on your terms with improvements to core FUT modes that make games more rewarding, whoever the opponent.
More rewarding would be nice. The last couple of FIFAs have just been the least rewarding for your efforts, just for gameplay, for everything. So anything to make it more rewarding would be nice.
Go up against AI and squad battles to help you find your skill level in division rivals without the need for online qualifiers.
Wow. So you're not going to have online qualifiers anymore. You're going to play division rivals squad battles to determine your division, your starting division. That's not that big of a deal. Like when I restarted at Christmas on my Christmas to Glory account. Also, anyone new here, please make sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But anyway, when I restarted, I won all of my rivals matches, and I think I got placed in Division 4. So, if it still has like a cap of like Division 4, those of us who will climb up the ranks, it's not really going to matter where they put us. It's just a matter of climbing. But I don't know if that's going to mean some people, I think I see on the screen right now, Division 9. So I don't know if some people would start in Division 9. That would be interesting. I don't know. Maybe that would help the more casual player that plays squad battles on maybe one of the second or third difficulty levels and maybe doesn't want to be in Division 5, Division 6. That may be too competitive for him. But, for those of us that will rise up to Division 3, 2, 1, those types of levels, then, that's not going to matter as much. But that's interesting that that seems like they're putting a lot into their squad battles AI. I know on one of the other trailers they were talking about that they were trying to gear the AI to be more like real life. But I still will say it's just hard to believe you can get any AI that's going to react like a human would. Not saying that the human is better or worse. I'm just saying the similar reactions. But, AI is crazy. Who knows what they're going to come up with. But that's an interesting concept that you can. I don't know if that's an option or if that's just how you're going to get qualified now.
The battle against other similarly skilled players around the world in division rivals, where you'll be rewarded the first time you get promoted to a new division on your way to Division 1.
Ooh, a 10,000 coin reward for promotion. I would take that. That is nice.
Or if you want to try something different, shake up your team with new live FUT friendlies where squad rules and house rules combine to give you a range of...
Okay, so it said something live FUT friendlies. This is, so it's like a silver squad. Now that could be interesting. I've thought about that too. Like some of these objectives, what maybe would be cool, and it kind of looked like that on the screen. Now it could be completely wrong, but just an idea I've had is, like sometimes we'll have an objective like score 5 goals in rivals with a Portuguese player and 5 wins or something like that. I almost wish they had a separate game mode, but they only allowed you to pick like out of 30 players. So, you could kind of customize your team, but it would be out of those 30 players and you'd just kind of play in that game mode or something like that. That kind of looked like that where you looked like it only had like silvers and bronzes you could pick from. I don't know for sure, but this screen right here does look pretty cool. I like the looks of that. That almost looks like a broadcast screen there. I like the looks of that.
New matches that change throughout the season. Welcome to your new home. FUT 21 takes customization to a new level with FUT Stadium, inspired by some of the most intense atmospheres in world football, and with endless ways to make it.
Okay, so it looks like you're going to be able to customize your own stadium, which is fine, but I would rather them, whatever hours they put into creating this stadium that you could have, I would rather them put it into the gameplay personally, but see, like you can put trophies out there. I see a birthday cake trophy, a scarecrow trophy. personally, the TIFO thing is I don't really care about it. You know, what they've introduced that this year. The pregame stuff I don't really care about. You know, it's fine. I'm sure some people will like it, but you know, for me personally, I barely customize any of that stuff. I've had one badge that I've used for like the last several FIFAs, and that's pretty much what I stick with. That's all I really care about, is just to see my badge. I would rather see a customized badge option, honestly, than a customized stadium. But I mean, throw it out there. It's great for anybody that wants to use it. I have no problems with it. I just, you know, any time restraints, I just want them to put into fixing the gameplay.
From walkout music,
like the walkout music, like there's no way when you go into a competitive match. I think most of us play Ultimate Team to be mildly competitive, so I feel like this would only be if you're playing the AI, this walkout music or whatever they're saying. Like, I don't think, you know, people would get frustrated or upset, because I've seen them also talk about like reducing celebration time, kickoff time, all of that type of stuff. So anything they need to do to reduce time. I feel like this is only going to be when you play the AI, but it seems like they've really been pushing playing the AI in Ultimate Team for FIFA 21.
To goal celebrations, pyrotechnics to
That was pretty good. The pyrotechnics were pretty cool. That TIFO does look, I mean, that looks like even better than the TIFOs they've had this year. So looks like they've put some work into that. But again, it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but it's fine for the people that would like it.
TIFOs change every aspect to your taste and to flaunt your achievements. And that's not all. As your FUT Club grows, so will your stadium, with new tiers and new ways to make it bounce. And a stadium that...
All right, here we go. New icons. I've seen a couple of them links. I don't know if we're going to get anybody that's going to be groundbreaking, but
good deserves big name players.
Oh, there was Lahm.
Introducing the FUT 100. 100 of the biggest icons to ever play the beautiful game. From Pele
I only saw Torres and Lahm. I'm not sure who else.
to Zidane, Ronaldo to Cruyff, and now Lahm, Xavi.
Oh yeah, I saw that one yesterday. But some of these, like an epic player like Xavi is, I don't know if his game translates well into FIFA. He's, you know, similar to like a Pirlo, where, you know, they were just magicians out there in the midfield. But, you know, FIFA, the video game, is all about pace and stuff like that. So I know they've talked about in a previous trailer, like trying to make them more like real life oriented, but I just don't know if that will ever translate. You know, some of these epic players, unfortunately, you know, you think about someone like some of these Manchester United legends, like I mean, I guess Ferdinand, but you think about Giggsy and Scholes and some of those guys, you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe I got them. How awful. But, you know, these epic players, their game doesn't translate to FIFA. So Xavi's one of my all-time favorite players, but I don't know if his game translates, but we will find out.
And Eto'o.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen Eto'o as well. I'm pretty okay. Here we go. Vidic, Eto'o, Lahm, Schweinsteiger's getting one. Okay, that's pretty nice. King Cantona, I did see that. And Peter Cech, I saw that one as well. So it's nice to see another keeper. That's maybe the one. I know it's kind of crazy. And now Lahm could be the best right back in the game for sure. You know, he could end up being something like that. But Cantona, I don't know if his game will translate well. Another iconic keeper could be really nice. Schweinsteiger's another one where his pace may hurt him. Like, I remember, like, what was his Manchester United card a few years ago? I know he didn't play much for Man U, but I remember it was like his pace was just like so low you couldn't even really throw him out there in a match. But Cech as another icon keeper, that could be nice. It'd be nice, you know, sometimes icon keepers just help you link your team up, link your center backs that you want to use, so that could be a really nice pairing there, but at least another one. But Eto'o could be nice. I mean, I don't know. I just don't necessarily see a groundbreaking Ruud Hull at R9, Cruyff, you know, ones Eusebio, those types of players that really just change the game as an icon.
Dates are all here.
I think I saw that as well. I saw that somewhere. I barely see it there, but I think I see Ashley Cole out there as well. That could be pretty cool. That's could be a great left back to have.
So is the King.
That's always cool. I mean, King Cantona, it's hard not to like him. I mean, you gotta love that swagger.
With new ways to play with your friends and
yeah, it's the same match lobby thing. Like I said, I keep trying to pause it to find
Co-op,
something cool.
new ways to compete and get rewards, and a fresh stadium to play in. Get yourself ready for the most social and customizable FUT yet.
All right, I think that's it. And I see there, I have pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, so I'll get the Ones to Watch item. The one, I got like the 79 rated Ones to Watch item. Barella, I believe, is who I got for FIFA 19. So, I'm sure someone will get the amazing new Ones to Watch item, like a Timo Werner or Ziyech or someone like that may be pretty cool to have for FIFA 21. But I didn't see anything in there that I'm just like absolutely in love with. One other thing I did see somewhere, I didn't see it in that, but one huge thing, I believe I read it on their Twitter or one of those things, they're not going to have fitness cards in FIFA 21. So thank you, EA, for that. That is one improvement that they did right there that just makes things so much easier, so much nicer. I've talked about that a ton. You actually, if you're playing competitive modes, you are losing coins playing the game because squad fitnesses, you can sometimes snipe them for 700 to 800 coins. A lot of times you're paying 1,000 to 1,200 coins, but even at 700 coins, if you make 450 to 500 coins a match, you are losing coins for playing the game, and that's just absolutely crazy. They needed to get rid of squad fitness for a long time. I personally would like to see them get rid of chemistry, maybe have it position-based, but, it's crazy that you could take, you could take Cristiano Ronaldo, convert him to a defensive midfielder, and have him on 10 chemistry, but if you think about it from a chemistry perspective or what they're trying to get at, if you went up to CR7 and said, hey, CR7, we want you to play the defensive midfielder, he would already have left the club by then. And I know you're not going to play him as a defensive midfielder, but I'm just saying the way you link it to go into the game would be as a defensive midfielder, and he would just hate that, So it's crazy like that. And you could even have him as a center back on 7 chemistry, I believe. If you made him a CDM, put him back to center back, he would be 7 chemistry if you had everything else linked around him. So, it's crazy to think of that. But then you would take someone like, say, I don't know, you take like Quincy Promise, LM, a left mid. If you put him as a CM, he's only going to be on 7 chemistry if you have everything linked around him. If you put him as a striker, he's going to be that. So I just feel like the whole chemistry concept, it's kind of neat at first, but it just needs to be scrapped too. I'd love to see that. It would just make things so much nicer. And I think it would also help EA make money. I really do, because I can't tell you how many times there's been an SBC release, there's been a card release. I'm like, gosh, I'd really like to have that in my team, but he's just not going to fit, so no point in doing them, no point in doing anything with them, so, I just stay stagnant. If there was no chemistry, I would complete so many more cards, try them out, just be able to put them here, put them there, and, if they wanted to have something, like, say you wanted to play Cristiano Ronaldo as a center back, then maybe he has to play 100 games before he's comfortable there or something like that. I don't know, just something if they want it there, but I would just say scrap chemistry, let us play who we want to play with. If we want to play Messi as a goalkeeper, let us do it. If we want to play whatever we want to do, just let us play it, just let us do it. But anyways, I can't say there was anything I was like super excited for. The most excited thing I am for is that there's no more squad fitness. The co-op thing could be fun. The teams may be okay. It's just hard to say on all that type of stuff, but I am excited for FIFA 21. I'm ready for it to get here. I'm hoping that the gameplay will be good. Some of the things have looked kind of neat. Some of them look kind of like, I have not seen a lot of like beta testing type stuff. I don't know if they're delayed in that or if I just wasn't on the beta list this year, but anyways, boys, I just wanted to go through that. I'm excited for FIFA 21, ready for it to get here, ready for it to drop. But we have like 2 more months before it's going to get here, and it seems like EA is just giving up on FIFA 20, which is frustrating, but hope they can recapture all the luster of that, give it all back to us, let us have a fun game. We need it, EA. Give it to us. We deserve it. But anyways, boys, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.